Yeah, you got to wait. You're not gonna wait that long though. It's just 2 Willies, that's all. I know you shot them up here real fast. But go ahead, Willie.
Hey everybody, my name is Willie. I'm an ex-offender. Come on, y'all. All these ex-offenders, that's what that's about, man. That's right. I first off want to thank God, man, for all He's done for me, man. Some people look at me and don't believe that I'm an ex-offender. I've been to jail, on drugs, all that stuff. I tell them that, and they look, you lying. No, I ain't lying. I don't look like I used to. I thank God for that. I thank God for the fellowship, everything I stand for today, all the service that I do is just because of how I've been brought out. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that's still in the judicial system, anybody still caught up in that stuff, it's a way out. And I just want to share how I got out. Maybe I can touch you with it, and you can come out too. Because you know what? It ain't just for one person. Right. It's for anybody that wants this, man. You know? But man, the streets not far from me. I just want to share that with y'all. The streets not far from me. I made decisions based off self, man, that landed me in jail time after time. And the system was set up to keep me in bondage. So I just want to thank God people like Mr. Willie Wilson. They give and help the ex-offenders, man. I'm not just saying it because he's sitting there, man.
That's right.
You know, it's just the truth, and we need more people like that. We need more people to come out. You know what, if your heart ain't, and I tell people that open up these recovery houses, doing all this stuff, if your heart ain't in it, get out of it, man. Because you're dealing with people's lives, man. You do not believe God don't like us. If you're doing it, you're going to get dealt with on that. But man, you know what, I know what it starts at. For me, it started in a broken home. I had 2 parents that drank. You know, I have older brothers, older siblings that used. I didn't have no role models, nothing like that to go after, and nobody showed me how to get out. So I had to turn to a power greater than myself to get out. But before that, I went in and out of jail, man. You know, I started using and drinking when I was 13 years old. Streets don't go by no age, none of that. So I went out there and I started that. I had nobody to lift me up, nobody to encourage me. The people that encouraged me were street people. You know, but I know today it's a way out. It's a way you can get out. How I got out, I just surrendered. You know, when all my sport cards read 0, my family didn't want to have nothing else to do with me, man. From the use, from my drug and alcohol use. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to have nothing else to do with me, man. And that's a shame when your family turn their face on it. But we can turn our family against us at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did. But I cried out, man. I never forget this, man. I had tried and tried again. Couldn't get a job. People telling me I couldn't get a job because I had a bad background. You know what I'm saying? But that's a lie. But they was keeping me like that by saying, you can't never get no job, man. Come on, hang out, man. And that's what I did, you know. And I hung out and just kept getting exes. I've never been to prison, but I stayed in and out of the county so much. The officers knew me when I came in. Yeah. Back again, huh, Willie? Yeah, man, I'm back again. So now, go on how you see them. Same deck on there. But it wasn't until I was faced with nothing at all. Despair. You know what I'm saying? Low self-esteem, all those things. I was faced when I was on the ground, man. And I was sitting in front of my probation officer. And she was going to send my top sheet to the county for me to do my 5 years probation I had. But you know what? In front of that lady, I surrendered. Told her I couldn't stop using drugs. I couldn't stop smoking, couldn't stop drinking, none of it. And that's where my help came. I know it's a God work. It's God. It's something up there. I know it's God. But when I did that, man, my life changed. And you know what? The 25th of this month, I just celebrated 12 years without drinking. I give all that to God and staff, man. That's who did that. Once I surrendered, things started opening up for me, man. I went to court, started going to court, dropping clean, You know what I'm saying? I had a desire to stop drinking and getting high, man. Without that desire, I still wouldn't have been out there. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to do better. And I seen the people that was telling me it wasn't no other way. It was a way out, man. I stopped listening to them. You know what I'm saying? I fought, man. Nah, I'll share this with y'all, man. You know, at the end of it, I still tried to use, and I found out why I was using on probation. Drugs and alcohol was just a small symptom of my problem. My problem was my thinking. That was my problem. I don't think like other people do. I can't take a drink and get up from the table. I can't smoke a hit off a joint, walk away, it's okay, I don't want no more. When I start, something happens to me. And what happens to me is I can't stop. And I drink and smoke myself in the ground in jail. So I knew that, and I knew I wanted to get better. I found that out in probation, man. Going in and out, clean, getting clean and dirty drugs. So, you know, at the end, you know what? My probation officer worked with me. She seen the problem that I had. And the problem came from a broken home. You know what I'm saying? Seeing my parents and how they interacted with each other. Seeing how my brothers and sisters interacted. Seeing how the neighbors interacted. The neighborhood I was living in. I seen that, and what I saw was messed up, man. And that's why I lived. That's over. I had to deal with those feelings and emotions. So they were telling me you need to find a fellowship or some kind of 12-step program. Something, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. Because I was walking around sober, but I still had these issues, man. Still had the issues. So I went and got me some help, man. I went and got some help, and I found some things out about, I found some big chunks of truth out about myself. You know what I'm saying? I found out I had anger issues due to my upbringing. I found out that I, had low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think much of myself. You know what I'm saying? I found out I couldn't have a relationship with nobody around me because I took advantage of them all because of self. I tried to please myself all the time, 24 hours a day. So that was some work, man. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't easy. So I thank God for my probation officer, the system. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop blaming the system for my issues. It was me. I had to get some humility, man. I had to use the system for what it was worth, man. I started using it, man. You know what I'm saying? I started going to see the probation people. I started dropping. I started doing what they asked me to do. You know, and when I started doing it, doors open, man. Doors open for me, man. I busted up 30 days without drinking and using. That's a big thing for, I don't know. But that's a big thing with somebody that drank and got for 20, 30 years. That's a big thing. One day is a big thing. So I was just grateful to have that. So I put the work in there. Somebody said, you know what, man, you got to give back that was free, what was freely given to you. How I do that? Go tell people your story, how you did, how you got out, man. There's people still trapped in that, man. How you get out? Through surrender. Through doing what was necessary for me to stay clean, man, and stay on the right road. I ain't been in jail, man, over 12 years, man.
Yes, Willie.
I ain't know what. I used to see the police and go around through the alley, right? Now they say, how you doing, sir? And that seems strange to me. Nobody never say, how you doing, sir? I said, get away from me, bum. Across the street when they see me come, oh, well, there you go. You know, I don't do that, no. That don't happen to me. You know, and once I straightened my act up, man, you know, they told me I could never get a job while I was sober. They said, man, you know your background. I mean, I had a gun case. I had all kind of stuff behind it. But somebody told me, if you have faith and you believe, you can get that stuff sealed, expunged. I said, they won't do that for a drug addict like me. I said, man, just try to see it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't land a good job because of that. That's what I hate about the system. It's hard to give a brother or a sister a chance when you get out. Just because you got an ex, because you've been in jail. I can't trust you. Why? Because you've been in jail, man. You smoke crack. Snort hell. So I'm not gonna hide you. And you've been to jail, you know. So that's what keeps people out, you know, out of the way. But for me, man, I went to Cabrini Green Legal. Went upstairs, told lady my situation, man. They helped me. And the killing part about it, I had been sober about 6 years. So in the 6 years, she came and told me, she said, you know what, they want a paper trail. What you been doing these 6 years you been saying? I said, well, I went back to school, got my high school diploma, went to college, stuff like that. been working with some people, been going out speaking at county jail, stuff like that. So, you know, she said, well, give me that in writing. So I went in my folder and gave it to her. To show you how God works. I didn't even have to go to court, man. The lady took my folder and called me one day. I was at work. And said, you know what? They finna take it, they finna seal it. Now you can go get a job anywhere. Hey, look. When she said that, I took off, man. I went to every place I can go that wouldn't hire me at first. I had a choice. But one day I was on the bus, man, and I was riding. The guy got on the bus. He had a Rush University Medical Center coat on, the whole outfit. And I looked, I said, man, that'll look good on me, man. Because I quit saying I can't have it. But when I said I went to the formality filter application, I did all that, and I was going to hell in Washington, and I went back to school. So I was in school, and the lady called me for an interview. I've been working at Rush almost 4 years. Don't let nobody tell you that you're an ex-felon, ex-offender, whatever, and you can't get nothing. You bummed out, you will always be a loser. I'm telling you, that's a lie. I'm a living witness of it. You know what I'm saying? And how I do that, how I give back, is I go to jails, different places like I'm doing now.
Stand right here.
Hey everybody,
Hey, you.
Hey,
Willie Ferguson, this flag reads the Puerto Rican Committee. The Puerto Rican Committee and Owens 15th Annual Ex-Offenders Banquet. Willie Ferguson. We thank you for your leadership and willingness to help others. Your determination and positive attitude has been an inspiration to everyone you meet. 4/27/18. Thank you, sweetie.